As expected, Tesla will finally unveil Optimus Gen 3 later this year with incredible improvements, especially in its tasks, which are set to be incredibly useful. Elon compared it to a real-life version of 3PO from Star Wars, but that's not the biggest surprise Elon just revealed about Tesla's humanoid robot. You might not know this, but Elon Musk confirmed that Tesla could produce this robot for just $10,000, and by 2025, thousands of Optimus units will be operational in their factories. These are mind-blowing numbers, and Musk recently reaffirmed the robot's incredibly low price point. So, how exactly will Tesla pull this off? And what kind of tasks will the next-gen Optimus be able to perform? When can we actually buy one? All will be revealed right now. Musk once said that, "Oh my goodness, all these tasks sound amazing." However, we bet that very few people actually think or truly believe robots can work in homes, schools, or nursing homes. Will they fall over, run out of battery, or need users to control them? There are countless questions, and many others are still hesitant to even ask if the Tesla bot is safe enough. And how does it take care of the kids? Yeah, definitely a lot of questions that still need answering. When it comes to the safety of a robot, we want to clarify that it won't be like what we see in the movies, a group of rebellious robots turning against humans like an iRobot or a Terminator. In reality, Optimus is going to be a lot more like C-3PO or R2-D2 from Star Wars, a friendly robot playing the role of a homemaker. In recent update videos from Tesla, Optimus has been shown performing basic tasks like watering plants, picking up groceries, cleaning the kitchen, and bringing items from the trunk to the house. Tesla introduces Optimus as a companion designed to safely assist with a variety of household chores, from childcare to helping the elderly. Currently, Optimus can engage in natural conversations, befriend the elderly, and answer questions from kids. These features highlight Optimus's potential to integrate into daily life, proving it's not just a useless machine. However, Optimus recently received a next-gen pair of hands, as you can see in the latest video. The new hand design is flawless, and technically, Optimus can now catch a tennis ball with precision. These hands are water-resistant and made from advanced materials that are difficult to collect dust. As you can see, they're quite smooth. This makes it incredibly easy for Optimus to wash its hands after performing tasks. We've noticed that Tesla's constant confirmation that Optimus is still remotely controlled has left many people feeling confused, with a majority asking, will it be autonomous when it hits the market? In our view, a humanoid robot wouldn't really be useful if you had to program each action individually. This means that when you buy an Optimus, you'd need to train it from scratch, controlling it to perform tasks, and that could be pretty time-consuming, right? However, don't get us wrong. Remote control of Optimus is only used to accelerate research and improve it faster. AI models require vast amounts of data for training, but Tesla Bot doesn't need to do this. If you show the robot enough examples, it'll be able to perform tasks it hasn't been explicitly taught. As Elon said, you just need to show it a video and it will be able to perform the task. Now, we also find it pretty funny that Optimus's speed always comes up for discussion. So when people see Tesla's Optimus moving, the majority say it kind of walks like a particular US president, which means kind of slow and does not really show off too much agility. Now, naturally, none of us want a robot like that. So over the past couple months, speed and the specific hands of Optimus have been the top priorities for Tesla. As Elon puts it, those two aspects account for half the technical work that needs to be done on Optimus. Now, last year, when Tesla first rolled out the Gen 2 version, Optimus' speed was confirmed at about 1.3 miles an hour. Tesla mentioned that this was over a 30% increase from the first generation, but they also admitted that it's still kind of slow. Since then, it's clear that we see Optimus moving a lot faster. According to Milan Kovac, the vice president of Tesla's Optimus division, he mentioned on X that the team has been pretty busy making its walking capabilities stronger before deciding to bring Optimus to the recent We Robot event. While he didn't give out the current speed, we're guessing it's somewhere between 2 to 2.5 miles an hour. As noted in the demo, Optimus is now navigating through areas it's never been to before. It can move continuously without bumping into things, which means it can explore. Essentially, it works much like FSD, that's a full self-driving system. You just give the command to go, and even if it hasn't seen the path before, it knows how to act safely. Same concept applies to Optimus. Looking at how Optimus walks, we can still see it's kind of wobbly when it moves, which Tesla is likely working on to make it faster and smoother. That said, it really isn't too bad. However, what really stands out is that the new update Tesla just rolled out demonstrates its impressive ability to climb stairs, something we have not seen before. As for whether this is a major breakthrough, we think it's not, simply because many other robots have been able to go upstairs for a while, so not too surprising that Optimus can do the same. However, what's interesting is that Optimus has made progress a lot faster than we expected. Boosting both speed and mobility at the same time is not easy. It requires a pretty intensive hardware upgrade process, given that hardware consists of many components. For instance, the battery, motors, drivetrain, wiring sensors, all that stuff directly affects the robot's feet. So upgrading the speed means Tesla had to innovate and improve on those things as well. Tesla's only been involved in building robots for under 3 years, so their experience can be considered less than that of long-standing competitors like Boston Dynamics. Plus, since Tesla's also had to focus on making cars, they can't dedicate all their efforts to robots. However, the frequent updates getting released demonstrate that Elon is truly serious about the robot project. We all know that Optimus has an initially confirmed battery pack of 2.3 kilowatt-hours for Gen 1. Tesla's not given details about the battery pack for Gen 2, but we think it's still not too large. But according to recent reports, Optimus is going to use the 4680 battery. That's Tesla's best battery, and that allows for world-class impressive performance. For example, if the Gen 2 does have a 4680 battery pack that has a capacity of 2.5 kilowatt-hours, it could potentially run for 9 hours before needing a recharge. The battery for the robot is different from that of EVs. They'll consume less energy because the robot mainly performs tasks while standing still, with only a few tasks requiring continuous movement. We believe that if Optimus is frequently in motion carrying things, the battery life will drain more quickly. But the new update has revealed how Optimus gets recharged, and this is what really surprised us. Before, we all thought that charging Optimus would be similar to charging an EV, taking it to a charging station, then plugging it in. Of course, a 2.3 kilowatt-hour battery pack wouldn't take too long to fully charge compared to the larger battery packs found in the Tesla electric vehicles. But it's not what we thought. Optimus can actually charge itself without needing someone to plug it in. That means it is completely automated, a lot like the Cybercab. Now, you may have seen Tesla's Cybercab at the recent launch event. The vehicle automatically goes back to the parking spot equipped with a wireless charging pad. There, it backs in and recharges itself. Taking a look at Optimus Robot, as seen in the video, Optimus can now position itself, navigate, and automatically connect to a wall-mounted charger with a protruding connector. This is the charging port that Optimus will connect to automatically. After charging, Optimus disconnects from the charger, then returns to work. This is very impressive. Instead of being located on the side of the waist or the back of the head, Tesla's charging connector for the robot is located on its rear. As far as we know, the rear cam will now be deployed to search for nearby charging stations, even in unfamiliar environments. You can recognize that this is both a mechanical and electronic connection, which can help Optimus rest while charging. That means it helps it cool down the motors after hours of use. This charging port can support its weight, allowing the robot not to have to stand completely on its legs. Overall, they've designed a new charging system that's different from what we usually see. It's not the standard plug-in type, and it's not induction charging either. Now, looking at the new test that Tesla showcased in the latest update video, it's able to lift heavy objects, like lifting a battery tray weighing 25 pounds, which contains about 30 4680 batteries. As we can see, both of its hands are now getting used to carry the battery tray. But if you pay close attention, you might see something unusual here, specifically how it holds the tray. Optimus is only using the tips of its fingers to grip the tray, and that means that the grip strength of its fingers is very strong to be able to hold that tray. Imagine doing this. You're going to feel strain on your wrists, shoulders, and fingers as you hold it. That means the fingers have to be locked, and there's a certain amount of friction on Optimus's hand to be able to get it to grip the tray. The force required to do so is pretty impressive because it requires not just finger strength, but also shoulder stability and torque control on the wrist. So seeing Optimus being able to lift 11 kilos is pretty cool. As Tesla mentioned, Optimus can lift up to 25 pounds and move autonomously. Now, looking at the way it holds objects, we think Optimus can probably lift a lot more than that. What do you think about a robot that can handle multiple tasks for 10 straight hours, and you don't even need to worry about charging it because it can recharge itself? Sounds pretty crazy, right? But that's TeslaBot for you. With Tesla's best-in-class 4680 battery pack combined with a battery size optimized for a humanoid robot, that's something you won't find in any other humanoid robot in the world. That's exactly why so many people are drawn to Optimus and eagerly awaiting its release. Just imagine putting it to work in a store. The profit potential could reach tens of thousands of dollars a year compared to your initial investment. So, how useful and game-changing is Optimus with its advanced battery system? Okay, so we've seen Optimus perform various tasks using the 4680 battery, but not many realize that these very battery cells are actually integrated into it. As we know, Optimus Gen 1 was confirmed to have a 2.3 kilowatt-hour battery pack. Tesla hasn't released details about the battery for Gen 2 yet, but we suspect it's still relatively compact to avoid making Optimus heavier. That said, Tesla might make some slight improvements, especially given the large-scale production of 4680 cells. Currently, Optimus can handle a range of tasks, from simple to complex, acting as versatile as a homemaker. Elon repeatedly emphasized that this robot will be an invaluable assistant for those with busy schedules, helping tackle household chores after work. In other words, Optimus is a robot designed to free up your time. In just 10 hours after activation, imagine Optimus cleaning the house, cooking meals, playing with your family, mowing the lawn, even folding laundry. Yeah, every chore gets done by the time you get home. From what we know, running for 10 hours before needing a recharge is pretty impressive. However, Optimus will consume more power when doing tasks that require movement compared to those where it remains stationary. So, compared to the first version with a 2.3 battery pack, Gen 2 features a larger 4680 battery, possibly getting up to 3 kilowatt hours. What's truly exciting is the recent update revealing how Optimus recharges. Until now, we all assumed charging Optimus would work like charging an EV. You gotta plug it in manually, but turns out there's more to it than we thought. However, it's far smarter than what we initially thought. It's almost unbelievable that Optimus can recharge itself without the user needing to plug it in. Much like Cybercab automatically returns to a parking area equipped with a wireless charging pad where it recharges autonomously. For Optimus, as shown in the video, it can now locate, navigate, and automatically connect to a wall-mounted charger with an extended conductor. This is the charging port that Optimus aligns with and connects to on its own. Once fully charged, it disconnects from the charger and resumes tasks. That's exactly why no competitor can keep up with Tesla, a fully autonomous robot for everything. One of the Optimus's standout features is its ability to understand human body language. Like it can tell human intent through gestures, like when someone points or signals, which helps optimize interactions without the need to actually talk to it, especially for those of us who have difficulty speaking. You can still use gestures to make requests to the Tesla bot. Recent breakthroughs in AI have allowed robots to hit incredible capabilities these last few years. Creative AI is truly the key to what we can make a robot do, especially when it comes to humanoid robots. Robots are where AI meets the real world, kind of like using ChatGPT. It gives you a recipe but doesn't cook the meal for you. You still got to go in the kitchen yourself. However, that's a different story with Optimus. Elon emphasized that the difference between Optimus and other humanoid robots we've seen lies in the brain, the AI that controls these robots. Tesla's one of the leaders in practical artificial intelligence, having built a brain capable of controlling a car, basically a robot on a wheel. And now we're transferring that technology into a robot with legs.
You need to be the best in real-world AI, and Tesla's the best in real-world AI.
With fully autonomous driving and neural networks, it makes perfect sense to transfer that technology into a humanoid form. And of course, it's designed to be user-friendly, navigate a world built for humans, and eliminate dangerous, repetitive, and boring tasks. When you want to push AI to the cutting edge of tech, you need to collaborate with Microsoft, NVIDIA, Google, or one of the other big tech giants. There's no other way. These AI-focused companies just have resources that no one else does, not even the government. NVIDIA has been a great partner up to this point, which is why Tesla's used their chips for their supercomputers. Now Elon's confident that Tesla has a robot brain that the competition can't catch up with. Those interested in owning Optimus at home will have to wait until 2026 when mass production is expected to begin. In addition to the wait time, potential buyers need to spend up to $30,000 to buy this robot, with a price depending on the specific version. Elon also said that the price range might seem a bit high, but it's expected to go down over time, making the robot more affordable to a wider audience down the road. Initially, there were speculations that the Optimus robot would be specifically designed for use in Tesla's manufacturing factories. However, Elon clarified on the X platform that Tesla plans to produce a limited number of robots for internal use within the company starting next year.
But I think like next year, and my prediction is next year we'll have over 1,000, maybe a few thousand Optimus robots working at Tesla.
Now, when we talk about the future of manufacturing, it's almost certain it's going to be robots. Lots and lots of robots. Automation is essential for the sustainable future. There's no other way. And Elon knows this too, which is why he's been so passionate about the idea about machines that make machines for many years. Tesla's gigafactories already have numerous robots and automated machinery, from giant robotic arms to the gigapress stamping lines and paint shops. However, the limitation of this machinery is that they're all stationary and only specialize in doing one thing. A fully automated production line would be hard to achieve with machines that can only do one job. To truly optimize automation, versatile mobile robots are needed, and that's exactly what Elon's building. This is not a kept secret. It is being presented out in the open. In Tesla's latest demo video of Optimus, the robot navigated through an automated workspace where numerous workers and machines were operating. The ability for the robot to move in an area it had never been before is pretty impressive. Similar to when we go somewhere new, it might take some time to figure out which direction to go, and sometimes we might even get lost. In a big factory like Giga Texas that has many production areas, moving around may sometimes require checking a map or following directions. However, Optimus clearly doesn't need that, as it can autonomously make a map of its own environment, analyze machinery, people, and regional data, which then becomes accessible to guide its actions. This is how it operates within Tesla's factories. Right now, in the manufacturing industry, we're short about 300,000 workers, and a similar shortage is happening in warehousing and logistics, with around 600 to 700,000 unfilled jobs. So the idea of robots, that's not new, but why is there suddenly such a huge focus on them? The main driving force is that AI today has gotten way better.
Optimus, I think, is a 25, literally $25 trillion market cap situation. So.
Elon's made bold predictions that Tesla's robot Optimus could propel the company's market value to $25 trillion, and it will account for the majority of Tesla's long-term value, with demand potentially reaching up to 20 billion units. Tesla could become the largest robotics company in the world. Musk is not the only one who believes humanoid robots could change things. Investors right now are pouring millions of dollars into startups. The market's expected to hit $38 billion next decade, which is why every month or so, we're seeing new robotics companies getting launched. Okay, so it's not just about better technology. The big difference with Tesla Bot lies in the scale of production. Elon said that Tesla's designed all the components of the current Optimus model in-house. All the actuators and robot hardware, that gets designed by Tesla's motor engineers. The electronics and batteries, they're also designed by Tesla, which is why Tesla can scale up so quickly, because they don't have to rely on anyone else. That's also why Elon's so confident in the low price of Optimus compared to the average market cost, with Elon mentioning the cost of making each robot about 10 grand. Tesla's made progress with Optimus. If development continues like this, everyone could own one, like R2-D2 or our own C-3PO. Optimus can help out with teaching, childcare, dog walking, lawn mowing, or just being a companion. The price is going to gradually go down, and everyone's going to be able to own the products and services they want. We saw these robots outside, walking among the regular, ordinary folks at the We Robot event. And although they may have been remotely controlled or intervened with, it's clear that they're pretty impressive given the short development time. The development of Optimus represents a significant leap in the field of manufacturing automation, but Elon also recognizes the challenges of mass production on a large scale if the Gen 3 design gets too complex. Of course, Tesla's not going to want to repeat the mishaps experienced with Cybertruck. So in our opinion, Elon's ultimate goal is to create a fully automated production line where robots can assemble and produce the next versions of themselves. Now that does sound a bit crazy and far-fetched, but this could happen quite quickly if Tesla invests in their robots, judging by the speed we're seeing by the end of this year. This not only holds great potential for manufacturing development, but also opens up a future with a rich and diverse robot workforce. When observing Tesla Bot's walking posture, many can't help but joke that it looks like it just endured a grueling leg day workout. Others quip that Optimus walks like a human, albeit with the peculiar gait of a certain president. These comments, though amusing, also shed light on some important aspects. Elon's repeatedly emphasized that everything's still being improved, particularly the robot's walking speed. Tesla doesn't want their robots moving sluggishly, but they need time to get their ultimate goal, enabling the robot to move at a speed of up to 5 miles an hour. That said, comparing Optimus's progress from earlier this year to now, it's clear there have been improvements. However, in our view, these strides will fall short of being truly convincing. It seems Tesla might still need one final breakthrough to elevate Optimus's walking speed to a whole new level. Let's dive in and explore. If you look at the gait of humanoid robots from Boston Dynamics' Atlas, Unitree, or Kepler Forerunner, you will see that they have a slightly bent knee gait, similar to Optimus. In fact, this design is not accidental but due to engineering requirements. When robots are in a bent knee position, their center of gravity is lowered, which increases stability and makes it easier to balance when moving. As you can see, Optimus moved quite steadily at the We Robot event despite having to walk through a crowd in the evening conditions. The fact that the lower center of gravity allows the robot to quickly adjust its posture when faced with sudden changes in position or when moving on rough terrain. Now, if someone were to ask if Optimus is currently one of the slowest moving humanoid robots, we think it is possible. At just 1 meter per second or 2.2 miles an hour, Optimus is constantly being compared to Joe Biden. When we watched Optimus move, the Tesla robot took 132 steps in 78 seconds, averaging 1.67 steps a second with a stride length of slightly more than a foot. Compared to competitors that typically reach speeds of 2.5 meters a second, Optimus still has a significant performance gap. The slower movement speed could hurt its competitiveness, especially since most buyers, including us, prioritize a robot with agile movements. This reflects not only the efficiency of the joints and drivetrain, but also the coordination between the sensors and the battery. Back to Optimus movement speed. Okay, so let's talk about Optimus's walking ability. In Tesla's latest update, the robot was seen walking around the 4680 battery plant at the Gigafactory, Texas. Notably, Optimus now walks with greater confidence and can autonomously avoid obstacles and people without any human intervention. This is pretty impressive because it means Optimus can navigate factory environments independently and can potentially adapt to various other settings like indoors, busy streets, or even in crowded stores. This video also shows Optimus creating a video map of its surroundings. You can see here the objects that Optimus is recognizing, similar to how Tesla vehicles observe their surroundings and then handle situations that require interventions to avoid accidents, and this map can be stored and shared with other Optimus robots. This means that when an Optimus robot has explored and analyzed the terrain, the map in an area, the other robots also recognize that area and move very flexibly, collecting data that helps them become smarter without Tesla having to retrain each robot from scratch. So it's no longer a robot in a sci-fi movie like iRobot to achieve thousands of Optimus operating in the factory next year, and another limited number sold to customers in the year after next. Tesla is really speeding up with its robot. In this phase, Tesla focuses on improving dexterity and new generation hands, the two most important factors before bringing it to customers. Why 22 degrees hands of freedom are actually Tesla's most valuable upgrade? The answer is quite simple. Humans can't do much if our hands aren't functional, and the same goes for Optimus. Who's trying to buy it if it can't pick stuff up? Since Optimus will spend most of its time performing tasks while stationary, hands, not legs, are the big game changer. Imagine a robotic hand that can glide over the keys of pianos with an absolute precision. According to Elon, this capability alone represents about half of Optimus's technology. During the third quarter earnings call, Elon explained,
and then with Optimus, we showed a massive improvement in Optimus's dexterity and movement on October 10th, and our next gen hand and forearm, which has 22 degrees of freedom, which is double the prior.
This is the first time Elon has talked about the third generation Optimus hand with 22 degrees of freedom. Back in May, he said on X, the new Optimus hand later this year will have 22 degrees of freedom. However, it wasn't until the end of the year that Tesla finally achieved what is now the world's most advanced robotic hands. No one else comes close. The other robot hands have less than 10 degrees of freedom. Wow. A fully articulated 5-fingered hand with 22 degrees of freedom is a pretty big deal, especially considering Tesla's lack of prior experience in robotics. Elon has called this a huge step forward for Optimus's dexterity. Before, the Optimus had 11 degrees of freedom, whereas the human hand has 27 degrees of freedom. Now, with 22 degrees of freedom, Optimus's hand is nearly on par with a human's, moving with impressive smoothness and flexibility. In the latest update video, you can see the robot lifting around 25-pound tray of 4680 batteries. What's really impressive is how Optimus grips the tray using just its fingertips, suggesting the grip strength in each finger is powerful enough to securely hold the tray, highlighting the redefined control and strength that Tesla has achieved with its robotic hand. Imagine doing this yourself. You'd feel the tension in your wrist, your shoulder, and your fingers if you hold something that weighs 11 kilos. That's no light task. This means the fingers must lock securely with a certain level of friction on Optimus's hand to hold the tray, as it looks fairly smooth. The force required to accomplish this is pretty remarkable, as it involves not just the finger strength, but also shoulder stability and precise torque control at the wrist. Tesla is clearly invested in heavily developing these capabilities, creating a hand that combines strength with finesse needed for complex handling tasks. Now, as far as we know, Optimus's hands have these tendon-like structures in their wrists. Optimus's fingers have 4 tendons each, rather than the coil springs in the knuckles of previous versions. These tendons connect from the muscles to the bones in the fingers, optimizing Optimus's gripping ability. Optimus now has a total of 22 small actuators, 20 for the fingers, and then you got 2 for the wrists. Elon also mentioned that Optimus has improved tactile sensing capabilities, meaning it can perceive objects more clearly when holding them, allowing it to determine how to grip and the appropriate force to apply. Now, before, Tesla demonstrated that Optimus's fingers have sensors to grasp delicate items like eggs without breaking them. However, at the time, it only had 11 degrees of freedom. With a new upgraded version, Optimus's hand continues to improve sensitivity, allowing it to lift more delicate items without damaging them, while also being able to handle both heavy and light objects. For example, it can not only hold eggs, but also peel them. On X, Elon suggested that Optimus could thread a needle and play piano with these hands. Now, imagine Optimus being asked to fetch something from the kitchen. It'll immediately remember the location where it saw it, but instead of going to get the object itself, it'll tell another Optimus that is closer to that location, and then the object will be brought as quickly as ever.